Hey guys, I just wanted to record a quick video. The other day when I was doing a lesson for my Icebreakers program, I noticed that I had hit my 5,000 friends limit. And part of the strategy that I was trying to do is to start becoming friends with people in my local area so that I can get them to join my local groups and my local pages. And of course, once you hit 5,000, you can't friend any more people, which means I can't be friends with people in my area unless I get rid of friends, which is not an easy thing to do. You think it would be easy, but think about this. If you need to get rid of 1,000 people, you got to manually unfriend 1,000 people. That's going to take a long, long time to do. Big pain in the neck. And considering that we had friended new people in the local area at about 600 in the last week before we hit that 5,000 limit, we can make new friends pretty quickly in the area, but difficult to get rid of them. In fact, I tried asking some people about some software so that we could get rid of some of the older friends that maybe are inactive or ones that, who knows why we were friends with them in the first place. And there was a couple of tools that were recommended. Some of them didn't exist anymore. One was a Chrome plugin. It was terrible. But then I came across a program called Yuna, and I found it here. And I went through this. What's great about this program is it does a really good job of unfriending, and I'll show you that in a second. But it also has some other tools. And the people behind it do some really nice, this guy's Dave and Lucy, they do a really good job of kind of training why you would want to get rid of old friends, and then a good strategy for doing that. So the big problem is not only once you hit your 5,000, you can't add new friends, but the problem is you probably have a whole bunch of inactive accounts that are your friends that you want to get rid of, and you probably got a whole bunch of people that you befriended years and years ago for who knows what reason, and now after all these years, they're completely inactive. And what they're doing is they're actually hurting your reach, because what ends up happening is you put something out, and again, this is on your personal account. You put something out on your personal account, and you got 5,000 friends, but let's say 4,000 of them, those 5,000 are completely, they don't interact with you at all or anything. That just tells Facebook that nobody cares about what you're saying. Even though in reality, most of those people aren't really even friends with you. They've probably never seen any of your stuff. They're never going to click on your stuff anyway, because you don't really know them. But it is hurting your reach. So to get rid of some of these is a really good thing. So let me quickly show you the software here. This is it, YunaPro. You can download it. It's for Mac or PC. And you start off by coming up here, and you're going to scan your audience, okay? So like if we go to get started here, you're going to start off by logging in, which we already have done. You're going to go to the updated friends list. And you can see I've got 4,211 friends. So I'm down about 800 friends, which is awesome because, that 5,000 limit was really hurting what I was trying to do strategically. So you can come in here, you can watch how to do this. You hit begin. What it's going to do is it's going to scan all of your friends. It'll take a little while. Once you do that, then you can come in here and you can choose who's been active or inactive with you for 7, 30, 90, or 180 days. So the strategy that they taught was 180 days. And what that does is it gives you a list. And I'm actually going to change this to 100 because I can't stand when it's only a small thing. So you can see here, date friended, number of engagements, and whether or not they're deactivated. So if you click on this deactivated one, what's going to happen is if you've got anyone that's friends with you that their account is completely inactive, deactivated account doesn't exist anymore, it's going to show up in here. You can get rid of all of those. That's an easy thing to get rid of right away, which we already did. So we don't have any deactivated accounts, but basically you're friends with somebody who doesn't even have an account anymore. So this will get rid of those. That will free up some space immediately, which is really nice. Then what you can do is you come in here and you can see when did somebody friend you. So if you click on this, it's actually going to go back and forth. So you can see these, Ray Martinez here, he's the former mayor. Hey, he just friended me. I sent them the request like an hour ago. That's cool. So you can see all of your latest friends, but if you click this, it's going to show you all your oldest friends, and it's going to show you how many engagements they've had with you lately. Okay? So if we click on number of engagements, then what it's going to do, it's going to reorder those starting with the zeros. So they've had 0 engagements with you, and they've been friends with you for 5 years with no interactivity in 180 days. So what that means is if they're really old and they're not engaging with you, they're probably prime candidates to get rid of. Now, you're not going to want to get rid of everybody, so what I do is when I get it set up like this, I come in here and I select everybody, and then I go through and I uncheck anybody that I do not want to lose. Now you can actually do different things like whitelist them and things like that, but we're just going to uncheck the people like you can see, like Chad and Pat. We don't want to get rid of them. Yogesh, we don't want to get rid of them. My son, my mother-in-law, Andrew. So those guys, we don't want to get rid of them. We want to make sure that those stay. But the rest of these, you can go through and see, like some of these guys I know, but does it really matter if we're friends with them or not? I'll keep Ben in there because we usually interact, even though apparently it's been a little while. But some of these, like I do know some of these people here, but is it really important to keep them friended with you in here inside of Facebook? So just as you go through, just kind of look. Like I'll keep Brian in here. This is my cousin Rick. I'll keep him in there even though I haven't talked to him in a while. Becky I went to school with. So just go through and look at that. This is my cousin Kelly. Okay. Just keep going through all of these and see if there's anybody that you really need to keep. Justin, that's my brother-in-law and my assistant. Delilah, we'll keep Delilah in there. But the rest of them we can probably just get rid of here. And again, it's not a big deal to unfriend these guys because obviously they're not interacting with you. So go through, just make sure that it's nobody that you really do know that you really want to keep in there. You can always refriend them afterwards if it's somebody, if they do become active with you, just refriend them, okay? So take all of those, and now we can hit unfriend, and that's going to get rid of another, probably what, like 80 people there out of the 100. And so it's going to take a few minutes, but it's going to undo those. So now I'm going to be under the 4,000 mark for the first time in a long time when this one's done, because I was just over 4,000. And that gives me plenty of room to start friending local people again so that I can start working with my local groups. So if you're looking to mass unfriend, this is an awesome tool. And the trainings that these guys give, like I said, they do a really good job of showing you exactly what to do and why you want to do it. You can come in here and watch their videos. It's very, very good stuff. So click on the link. You can kind of watch some of the things here, pick up the software. It does have other tools. I haven't unlocked them yet because, I'm still going through this unfriending thing here, but they do have strategies that you can use in here where you can gain more friends by groups, gain more friends by posts, because what you want to do is you want to have as many people and friends that are actually interacting with you as possible. So if you can get rid of old ones that aren't interacting, get new ones that will interact with you, and then unfriend ones that don't, you'll be doing a really good job here, and your stuff that you post will start getting seen even more. Plus, you'll have plenty of room to start inviting people to your pages and your groups that you want to get people in. So check it out. If you got any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon.